Emra sen asubiem se NSS aso tenase na dani da ye tenase emra awia no mienu abona afe ye di akode wonsam ayatono den se sports ye di bro na so emra sen aso se ye tenase na afe sase din sema hodo di pro na uchi ahodo o hwen sema asisi na uchi mu nyina ya tenase de wonsam epa na ye beko na afe amanoni onim se match ahodo todwa ewo amanoni a onim se sei yipie na mo ayiri ye papa sanse ebi mu aka 2 matches ebi mu saka 3 matches na yipie no bawie na still yenya hu team a league no wagye anesa enti se ada major leagues no okọ yipie no mu di a yenya hu champion na momu se yebetimi aka se okọ Spain a Real Madrid omo agye La Liga no sansena owuram awa Germany krade Bayer Leverkusen no mo agye Bundesliga ne dada na fe owuram awa Italy so Scudetto Inter Milan omo so agye na France nso de onim se hon so Paris Saint-Germain na se yipie no na mo aye den se eba be ye Arsenal se omo da top no still omo ebe maintain top wo ana se City ebe ba abesa omo ho ana yebe wura mu kakra na yipie no ya hwese na City title race no yebe hwese na hon sam City na fe other leagues ni nyina se ba kakra no sipepie mu nyina se de hon sam ebe bro awo shoro se fio so ebe wura mu na yakwa bibire mu kakra se onim se Ghana ha club ba kwa obati Ghana nim ye pa Dreams FC na Dreams FC incredible performance o ma dan edi ewa bebrem no na dodo na ka ho asem se Dreams FC kame ye se other clubs no kotokoni house mere bi etwem omu na ne ye bo mudin na se de die na ayere nti a ena die ye ko Africa enye kotoko enye house foka akwakoye Dreams FC na achievement and performance Dreams FC akwako dan edi no the way forward anything edien na awose ada Ghanaian clubs no womo esia edi film yebedi hu nkomo na yahwe hu semanweti yebawure mu awo Ghana Premier League enra matches a course results epiepie mu na nsemo etisi ye awo match centers ni nyina no ni nyina atena se abobo abo ni nyina no ane yedi eba enweti so yebesan so awure mu na fe wonim se Ghana relay team almost qualify Olympic Games almost kojina Ghana name na omni Nigeria na qualify ye and also ye be di ehun komo na fin sama hodo pi ho ba nyina no a ye di ebro ene ewie bitin e di rocha yimano Premier Sports Monarch ebo Taylor na fi kojofo somo so etai show na chi na fosu apia e wo hanom se na fi coach Vincent Abio omo nyina se wo hanom se a yakabom ayedi jibede de ba okọ MCR onim se Ralph ewo honomo sansina Peter ensu ewo ho yimana nete ensu eye sound engineer wono se eboa se efide na munyina se ebeda ho kama camera crew no so omunyina se ho so for Prince ewo ha Francis ewo ha na afi really ensu ha no se ebesi munyina se ebo ejima nyina yakabom ayedi jibede de ba Facebook ubenya yen bomode se ba like na afi wa share and which you know all social media handles in nyina so obenya WhatsApp number no so betwegu ewo screen so do aginkyere be fa ho na yakinka ni nyina kama de ma kesi medu na yemre na asunso a yenimo na edi dwuma nti ebebia ho na atum so be frɛ aginkyere bi o bia no odi ebeba boboayen ewo show so na pipia akoso kama pa ye twa ho aba ye ba ebeba pa ebewura mu na ye di sɛm ni nyina so e di abram ye ba sisia.
most marketable, attractive war package. Yeah, a league we are saying. And race now, Arsenal. I have always maintained that Arsenal, if Arsenal beat the league, unless it is left with the last day, from this season, will be league now. And yet, we need to anymore at some point. We do baby Liverpool, Manchester City, so when we are taking on. And I will do Pepe, so yeah, it's a 1 point difference. A game at hand for Manchester City, which means there's no we near ever call on the 1 point probably the Arsenal. What is that? No, Pep Guardiola can say, you see, we'll be winning the matches. So all things being equal, Manchester United have a date with Arsenal. And when they meet, the difference is that Ubianiwa or former waiting just like I say, and Untino, Arsenal versus Manchester. So for me, a Dema Arsenal. City Adia on the other hand, Pep Guardiola the team no iron. But Unyaba so body. We are football fan, now tactician. That is here waiting as a ball. We are saying, not journey any name the acquire of Faso Euro or acquire of Faso approach game. America as a Pep Guardiola and Emmanuel say this season. On one hand, some very fast premiership. They won't say Arsenal that's wrong, but Arsenal. Everybody had to say, we will try. So go on that camera around so. Sorry if you are my upon see and answer going about and if it's a competition tighter, but the more it gets tighter, the more also a team a friend of Pep Guardiola who name the obey. The dominance in the last 5 years, it is only Liverpool the bomb. Training better back home. Yakanyina on and beyond that, we're free Champions League. He wants to make a mark. Eche Obia say no crescent. Champions League now free minute here. Baby is with me. At least when ya treble now, as with me a double. He has a date with Manchester United, has a date with Tottenham Hotspur's gamer. And not any baby a B, but a very difficult say with me. I'll be betting a catch him say City. Every time Arsenal alpha a league when they have a game at hand, quite be Arsenal. And not a bracer, two bracer, Brantia in front of Ellen Haaland, yeah, Alvarez, and they back on to us. So it goes on to say, all things being equal, that Pep Guardiola can so be a winning the matches now. So be a winning the matches at the end of the day. We're quite Arsenal. Arsenal, this season, Omania impressive run, impressive form, good players. Even Thomas Step particular now. Onye fit no obabe room no hwe kwan ya ofaso ebon the ball splitting passes. I've always maintained says come play about one EP on him wetin aka say yeah mass splitting passes pa na o DMA ye adwuma e bi abefa Rodri and Calvin De Bruyne and ahead of him, but quite apart from that, if you say Arsenal adwuma o man yet this season come deserve it e be ya some be deserve some ntimi enwini e league no, but because we share team o mo see aka say timi win league. My real fee say, invincible. This is the 20 years but unfortunately, yes, Lehman. Yes, one the invincible. No, my Arsenal you should be more. No, I customize and I say, no, why any trademark say for the £30,000 a room. But Arsenal, meeting a cassette so far. Born on my bono, they have been impressive, but at the end of the day, City and everybody system.
Okay, remember, coach, you share EPO 30 race, and Arsenal next game or Manchester United. Osha, where the pressure be to Arsenal so Anna?
Roger, I don't think so. I think, sir, once everybody is winning a game, me as a coach, once we need a game, because someone outstanding. We need a game. I definitely look like City is retaining back the league again. It's a straightforward thing because once we all win and nobody drops a point, and can we quit or drop pointer, it plays slightly advantage Arsenal because of 1 point difference. But right now, I have an outstanding game. Even if I draw that game, we are on equal points. Then goal difference, head to head. So all those factors, so I think, I don't take anything away from City.
And Osha City, Diana, I wake your mom, Musa, a Sitan Kwan. They better than £24 million, and
oh, definitely, you can't take the money out. That's why sometimes you can contemplate. You say, "Will Pep be able to run a club without big finances, like say a club Jose Mourinho Motimiano, and Bisa that question. Maybe he's here to prove that point one day. So we call club budget, but he will be able to make something without a lesser budget. Or maybe we'll find him struggling to put, so you can't take anything out of the budget, because once you bring the best out in terms of players, definitely you're able to get that result. Obviously not of good players, but you should have an idea why you are buying those level of players. In China, who was covered top players in quantity, you bet me how winning league no. You can buy the players, but you have to manage those players you buy, because once you back big players, you should be able to control ego of the players, behavior of the players. So once you're able to buy the players, you're not able to do that, then you can't manage them. So I think Scanny there play a very big role, and nobody determine the future. That
when you say other clubs, no, I for Manchester United in example. Almost last year, almost talk almost to be a fine, but the results in them, senior fans and expecting.
I said, I'm a so better me at all. But how to put them together is another thing. And you can buy all the ingredients. If you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to cook. And you're in there. What on number what you are seeing now? You're in there because there's a skill of cooking. So you can buy the players, but how to put the players together to understand the players and to make it a lot of difference. So I think Pep, after buying the players, added something to the players he bought.
Yeah. Fusapia, my member also. Now Liverpool, a club or a do baby no. They can say this season because of Georgian club so over 21 away by any lifestyle of a Janssen or call. But I do baby no race in the mass. See crowd off or cry.
Yeah, hopefully have that surprises, especially on my even say if the Champions League were Jimmy winner, UEFA, Europa no go beat me every day. Indeed, matches or boy consistently at a point said enough Bradley and the boys no end the more is Manasono. He was actually telling the world say they can do it, especially at the backdrop say no Mukucha or Mufi say in their history or obey the second best coach and as one of the best all-time coaches are what me Ede Abaho na Osha Ken Douglas yeah. But interestingly, Liverpool are falling off from the hook because say Osha Bola omo ball adieba ko omo mixi ye pa man for observe Mo Salah consistently Mo Salah in the last 5 years Ejana and also Bogos play integral role in terms of assists and it's quite over so Ejinemono Ediama Liverpool no at any point, especially last 2 years when you think say the game is over and you might gain Ediamon you'll be one to say Mo Salah this season you know from South form. Beyond that, year prepare Joe Matip. I'm gonna go for Phil Van Dijk. Debi America say Joe Matip ne Phil Van Dijk a bobola or shielded Van Dijk pa. What will Van Dijk be brain no? Say anytime move ball the abandon whatever be penalty. When you play our person or my train easily. And in doing that, no, they be an person shielding off from the ball. This year, backline defense no and me in the first place. Unim say Kwanzaa Ghanaian England international no. Nenka Obama at a point, but inexperience on his part. And me and I feel that Liverpool the ain't been former title contenders no because Jurgen Klopp now a true tower. I think last 2 matches and no true tower say maybe a run the now there were so much hope. But interestingly and unfortunately Jurgen Klopp is leaving a marker Obijato wa all corners our legacy no where Timian father papa enya me fear for Liverpool any coach or whatever on now a dear have and it's not yeah no fail not all back the first thing I interview in some about say Mo Salah still have plans around him and stuff you see season which is a Darwin Nunes I'm what Liverpool it been so to say your friend is saying Luis Diaz. But Luis Diaz, young guy who's an experience, it's not like Ubi Mo Salah. And chances are, Darwin Nunes ever say no. The Mo Salah on the good day, there's no way you'll be with such chances. And the Mo Salah, a 4-1 this year went to me and on the course of Liverpool at some point. Now maybe if you say, and can be to say Endo, Bradley, Money, Goldie Guapo, no, converses as I but you see, the reality is that more differentiating between the experienced players who are on form and then young players are more form. No? The difference is far. And no man, me who Liverpool team, no and they, I can say, no, I'm more moment me. I dare again. If you don't go to last seven and I can get you on that. If there's any coach, we Carlo Ancelotti, if you to see how because you be a manage game, who possess a boss, or chance this year, Jumano, at a point, a very wedding, or Samoa, and for good luck. I can't say, or journey beyond the normal thinking. Systems are mobile, or no go use the same system, be a 4-4-2, but said you'll be shaping the players. And your room cracks, I will say, there's one technical brain behind a team now, or yeah, the four. Who knew Rodri before your friend is say,
What cup now?
No, the German born out call Barcelona before so Obeko. Who knew said definitely over time Bunduga. Who knew said not Rodri the first position. Rodri out here Jumana must see you know. Then again, I would say Obi to say Calvin De Bruyne. Because I will say Calvin De Bruyne the rule need to say. Or no matter what, who Calvin De Bruyne, who be to say Rodri, and then now who be to say Foden. You could even see to the extent a presence in the game. Because I would say coach is not the only to no to years ana. Ten Hag, we calculate sika a free bare 2-3 years ni. Let Ten Hag coach is not spending on Manchester. It's amounting to 1.3 billion, and I don't think about sika. It's about money. And then a technical brain behind the team.
Okay. Nana Fuso apia na moteni nkano na maminko coach yo kakra. Na mimbisa se coach obeka se Sadio Mane e dey afia wo fi Liverpool no afeti omo okwan bi so because Sadio Mane wo hono ye hu se na woni Salah partnership na city. Okoye obeka se afeti Liverpool okwan bi so.
Oh, definitely I think he was a kingpin and a lot of decision orchestrator of the whole team. Right? He decide what happened, game or share or create or assist. So when you have such a player, no few team I just say part 3, a few team he dominates everywhere. Lines away in your three ball in ball as a leading striker, or team supporting, or cut flanks both left and right, or ability to create. So definitely I think that was one of the decision head coach, any sporting director is not any year. Because whatever he was looking for, they had the capacity to give it to him. Or call someone who say, so that effect now, Liverpool, maybe that effect has moved to the brother Salah. So fluidity in him because we created our space now. He's able to pick on the second ball and take the advantage. And there was a huge effect on Liverpool.
Right, I don't want someone no, I will not 7 minutes, Yafesiana for Yentua so now. I need just 70 saying, Yamia next season, only say Abdul Fatah Shaiku, Elesia Kind, our EP and my son says, he say, Abeka, Jordan, are you, Anton Semenyo, Brantia for a Kamad, Dean Sullivan, Amunra, I saw me Elesia Kawa England, Kamad, the owners or no dear whole championship now, and tea. But I need just 70 say, EP, no, you always say Fatah Shaiku, General Assassin Club, Leicester City. I qualify. So many East Swiss Town I qualify next season. EP on Baby University account. Burnley Moody on the German for on the Sako Messi. Visit company move on the Sako Championship. No more Kusian dear. Now or more Asanso. But moving on. Yanko Yamiya Duma. Some Olympic games in the air passo. Na and the Ocean Sina University soccer dear. Yentimianko. A man in Manina. Yentimian qualify. And Tizero Empire Boy and he said. Ye mmerati omutu America ma ye ombeko no makoti Ghana nim enra nyame ya tum ma Ghana Olympics team no o ma qualify relay team no a qualify ma Paris 2024 omo kwa kujiram aboa serebia ne ma be kon kana Ghana e konye Ghana nko a ye ni enuanom Nigeria for na e qualify ye enti o hwe o screen sa o se nra ntokwa America course no o se eno na e twegu a na ti se nyasem kitu akra Benjamin Zamati, Joseph Paul Amoa, and Bosio Fuseni mu Aboyema, Ghana, to see, yet to me a book ye take it, ye kwakupimu. Now, when you say yes swimming team no so e kan qualified that ha omo di kan qualified that na sese no we no so abata ho na yenhwe Ameriketu na say na se Ghana ye Ameriketu na e perform but we season best time omo ye
you see Eric in cancer Kulamo ever set to no ma Ghana indeed on the world map and then on the world stage, you know. And yeah, personalities to say by their name and the rest. Am I you say if me true to that a real more it be true a year as a matimo and then I'm call for so. But there was one certain Leo my smells money a day and we trainers are on the fight team na do prepare so be a near maybe to man. Your problem back up was a changing of baton from 1997 till now. Ghana change baton biya na idienya. Okay, some memendano. Almost say first hit no more. But so sad time when you do munya we are. A chair was a senkasa a baton no changing here. There was a probability say many best Ghana more ever that second. And as I said, hit no can number qualified streets. But they are more mabaso. Che, you save Paul Amoa. And I feel so azamati. These are two almost as I went in the dinner chino she no. Who TV now. Then Paul Amoa and a beje. After someone making mistakes Saturday no, and I remember no. And ra, correct now we speed that. So calculate your fast second one. We say you know or they banana. Now they order to Nigeria you know Nigeria the between a second. Second one so not between 2 seconds. But it drew azamati as no. On my distance, this is sign. And on the bread, Amoa. Now take a close look at Squire. A branch a friend or Amoa F5 on what they speed. Then at the end, my friend said, the guy a year as a mati now. I'm out for big castle when you're fine. That wasn't the case here. The guy as a mati stood there. If you watch him closely, or born in some and motivating and I'm sure ABR probably and yet Ghana Casa cry. Now me chance me sure say or catch and say go call him and that motivated Amoa so much well say in Nigeria for no they be a BBM na can say you no more money no any other found and if you said your man you know there be person who see if you me say and yet just Bahamas akeke but within Paris omomo man nimti sen ko mu ye ni say anka Ghana 2023 ko mu jigo in fact time omo de call no nko mu betumi ajigo de wo Ghana na interestingly that time omo nyane is one of the best time we say relays we no omaya zisi a owura mu pa US like enim say Jamaica AB at this time Jamaica any after Usain Bolt ko no omo Blake money ade na entimi enyusu sa opportunity ntimi yemi fi se Ghana ye wani mu but ye nyina so kan cha aban sports authority and a sports ministry ni say my invest your time nyina wo football you invest too much time in football and so bring here any medal papa bia from Asamoah time down to the day I use from Stephen Appiah time me kai those times 2006 Benjani Nwangwari I don't know Manchester City Zimbabwe ne Ghana kuchi I qualify through Comoros and Army or the SUDBI, you invest a lot of money, you ever pumping in money, bonuses like in the long run, you ever send the fee supply. Women, Antimiako, or try waha, or my good time, or more first day, no, or may say, a baton. This time, or Makusia saying, a qualification to Paris 2024. And I feel say Olympics, no, take it to the crack a Kawunya Kono, and yet get what. This other world stage, no, if it's a Ghana, that team we a wadachi, team we everything ya medals, I can see. You won't show me or invest or more.
Okay. Now, for Sapiana, we can do celebration in a course and say Ghana qualify here. Now, imagine the Olympic Games to see no more could you go medals. Maybe we hope so. We will meet me. Hey, the Bako so now, we are no more Kasaka, and if I see in some Ghana relay team in a kaye, or we are not Makoko so in some money too.
They are brothers, but whenever everything that we do on the track is done, you know, we have that rivalry, but when it's done, we all come together. We are happy to get the win, and whatever happened yesterday, we have to put it behind us. Come out here today and then execute the race. Then we knew we were going to win.
That was great. That was great and impressive. It's very amazing. Very amazing. You know, this team is amazing. Like yesterday, when the errors made, like we were able to gather things out today, and they all bring the ideas and the coach. So we were able to like work together today to deliver.
Okay, Ghana relay team na muti se omukasa no omuwie na omusandi jama tight one say sports dey ni jama na neko. Now say you qualify you were less than 3 months you go Paris 2024. Coach yenhwe say team na qualify they be qualify say ani ni agi but you go world stage ya na results no yenhwe na anya ne say you qualify no dey na yenye.
It's all about preparation and build up. I think say your problem here always when we get to the qualification and the press and pundit, everybody arise here. But where did you build up? How long have you been building up? Nigeria, the team of the BT Ghana knew. But in the second team, Nasamba, and look at what they are playing. So it tells you, say, they built something, so they can even leave a first team. This is your best team. It's if I say, so, you should me that, or no, they need about me that, or that we need 1 point. So it's about we building up. And I'm also saying, build up, no. There's still a confusion. Come on, all the federation must play their role. All the federation must play their role. You understand? All the federation are not being responsible for their roles. They are always finding blame anybody. It's about we building up. Azamati was not in shape about all African games. And if a football will because the federation must play a role. They have a responsibility. I just say more bushiamu. Now first born, nyama correct. Now so oba. It is how you take off your children. The parent one can get the inheritance, but your children can be better. Because who are plan man in Colorado. Where they are and there is scholarship, that's a material. Where they are in the scholarship, there must be care, there must be training, they must do everything right. If you want to win, it's about preparation. Preparation not the same, effort not the same. You can't go to camp, there's no dietitian, there's no any specialist person, and you think you do well. Can't only my football, no, only my other sports, they will not bring anything. Because the state must invest in them. Listen what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if we don't do it right, it doesn't matter the amount of money they put here too. The fundamentals of the sports is wrong. That is the baseline. But the fundamentals are wrong in all the sports. The mistake they also come. Why if they invest, you don't get there? It's the same mistake other sports discipline. And that is what we should look at. How we set the base. It's one set base in here. Whatever happened, we won't say, now I could do the same sound all the time in all the disciplines. But when we go back and set the fundamentals right and do it right, you can invest in these athletes, but they are at the point where they cannot develop again. Because their muscle has a tendency to develop at a particular time. And we don't have such things. You understand? I mean, can be different from level now, can be different from maybe some of here. So if we don't go to the base to find out to build the base right, we can even invest the money now and we will still not get it. But when we go, we want to win. If we want to win the Olympics, it is won every 8 years. So the team that run the next Olympics in other countries are ready. And I would know when you at age, so now you see over baby. We understand the sports must come from the scientific background. Now, okay, what is the next Olympics? At least know why. So we start building up from the base. So by the time this generation fade up, there's another generation picking up. But this generation will fade up. Now, as a matter when they come, Ghana fastest one of the events in the Diniba. In the planting, Yashisha say Yashisha Kosu. With the other countries, no Yashisha. That you can even change the team. So the base of our sports, Ankasaro, and they say Kokoshe. if we don't look at the base, Fusa sports, Fusa some qualify. Everybody was happy. When you get to the real competition, it will show. That is what I'm saying. The real competition will make it show. So Ubon say qualification better me aba. We better me aba. But when you get to where the real men are, they realize say you are not there. But when we start building the base, you don't care who is at the top. But with ours, the night is say imprompt. Inti yede ni betu ayena yeniaji. Na eniji ni ba na yede niji ni analyze game no na yede take decision. Ebi na two maybe dreams FC. When some of us clearly told you say they will end here when they play this type of opponent. But once they are playing this type of opponent, they will get to the top. Because those type of opponents are the same as you. But the moment in athletics or sports, the moment you meet those who are ahead of you, it doesn't matter the luck. Any the idea with any sky the same. Because we're holding and do all. So once we've qualified, there must be eye on the team. You can do competition. Now you see, you're showing you a bonus in athletics. It takes time. I am not a soccer player. I'm an athlete. From school to the national team. It's one of the most difficult sports to play because an individual, more of an individual sport than a teamwork. Where if you are not in shape, it will show. When if you are in shape, it will say few months you will call back no, but he's able to gain his strength. Yeah. That is why he struggled at our Yes, the weather could play a little role, but in a short Saturday around 34, 36 degrees Celsius. Our fee that will be about once you come in and you don't come in 2 weeks before the time, the weather will play you. And when they hear Morocco, it's proud to have corner. Those who believe in Morocco have to start banging their head down because Nipa and 90 believe on Morocco, Mutama Every Coast work up, depend on the performance. But some of us, you're shot from that aspect, you're shot from the scientific aspect. Because I knew them in say, no North Africa country does well in West Africa. It's quite difficult. And as I aware that national called droppy, when we're running at 36, 34 degrees Celsius, that affects the nervous system of the players.
So, and no, again, my North African countries are finding it difficult. West Africa.
Yeah, once you drop, the altitude and everything drop, we come below sea level. So what normally hit them say, they normally pick their form, say, but say one-off gamer and affect you. A long stretch of game and they have that effect. A long stretch game and they have that effect, but a one-off game, it doesn't affect them.
Okay.
I say a tournament, you can call champion. Until one say the next time West Africa team hosting you watch the North Africans. They will move ahead on the bantam so that they catch up. So if you don't catch up, so the weather they only play. Until sports need the base. This tournament a host here, no.
African Games, no.
African Games, no. Money was invested in athletics. Yeah. Plus, I really doing film. Heavy colleague. I'm a coach, no. National team coach. You understand? And the 18 pattern of the players were bad. And America say, what are we investing in? Are we investing in the right thing? I say, you're investing in the tournament when I host over $200 million was pumped into the whole tournament. But when you go there, the way things are being done, at least about no mubuefu. It looks like we don't have the personnel rather to make sure things are done right.
But coach, in all this, okay, correct. The basis and then the base that they all come. But you see, the base is about investments. For instance, Nigeria prepare other athletes. Ugo USA, see America say, no first team really near the Ninano. More first one. But beyond that, first, second, third, fourth batch. Now, women in our colleges are or minor, at all from the basic stage. You will be seen. You're sure, say, athletes be between me, especially when it comes to diet, especially when it comes to, say, over indoor games, the diamond and the rest. Yes, it's it is the basis that we have to. Until I can say, this is our priority. Now, Oko Brazil, for instance, football that they does better. You know what they do? Abaya share that for players be. Any teams be. Senka Kotokwa. Your players be a project for Europe. It is our brand drew our players no about Europe. Oh, beto. Intina Madrid didn't go to echo Neymar. The Neymar so bunch players in Europe. But investment I know from the early stages and the basics. No, it doesn't permit Neymar to live at anyhow.
But it's
the same thing.
I know you're player now. I buy no 1%.
Good because I'm almost.
You say Ghana have your individual in the whole club.
I have said
it's no top player now. Scanning in India.
I have to say invest to athletes. You go schools and colleges. You offer good athletes. You do remember. We are saying say you don't go ABA. They say Russia. Yeah, doping agencies no. Very good. Why on the first one tuition? You don't go be a Jamaica. You could train you meaning investment too.
But why do you have to go to Jamaica when we have the we can also train athletes here?
But the coach is no way.
Some of them
training as a matter.
Jamaica for the training. And then I find journalists depend on normal who see shows there. And then we do sports there, we see coaches. Yes, you employ. That we see employ journalists. You foreign journalists. You understand? Yes, of course.
And your investment.
Investment.
Good. So
we see employ Jamaica.
Goes back to investment.
But we see employ Jamaica.
Basic Ghana. Yeah, can you more minor? A ministry, no sports authority who say, at least no, you to me invest here.
Nobody is against that. Nobody is against. What I'm saying is, we should stop that fight between football and athletics. We've not invested anything. We only go to tournament. We only go to. Let me tell you, when they say investment, investment go beyond say you talk about tournament. Now you have supporters. Now you got your winning bonus case here. Football is struggling equally as the sports because.
Of our national teams.
No, and national team investment. National team national team the end product of all the products you are building. So the investment is actually the base. The league you play, the league system you play from the under 12 to everything. That is where the investment goes. But when it's time for tournament, now we pay that $1 million. Say for tournament. It was for the moment. So we've never invested in that particular sport. That is why soccer ain't me sustaining him. You understand? That's why soccer cannot sustain itself.
Your friends are athletes in Sono says you can be at say you have a indoor games. Your friends starting prepare athletes. Tell you Timika say Black Stars campaign will be a Dubai. There was a time as our team has to come say on one casa and didn't training.
But meaning say, yeah, no, be a move competition. No, we are so to be outside.
Yeah, but this I will say, even 2023, where we are. I'm going to say, oh, yeah. This I will
buy motivation to them. Soccer for the money they come.
No, a money priority. What the day you will go soccer. And I said, not 20 members from
I want to play.
Oh, we clip for your Mujima.
Blaster wages are coming down.
No, so who can hear African games? Example, when I make sure say African games, you know, who can see in athletes, and can say no moon, even soccer. Soccer, the crowd money, you say, hold the money, and you're no problem.
I'm finding him the priority.
A problem or Hontino. No, yet was so. Let me say, or mine, I said, was wordy. Yakasa, and Kino, and who someone no yet was so. Now, 2 years, when him say Ghana Premier League in a coso. Now, Ibaba League in so. Now, who share Coach Casano or the Dream FC at the example. Yenina Yehu ye, Yenny Dream FC ni Zamalek, a boy, you know. You who send a game in the core. First league in the course will be enemy so 0-0 dear. Dreams if over Kunkro for Yedi. I feel game you question so Kumasia. Nafi I dare not 10. Now, like now call Egypt in our here. Like in her 3-0. And now,
other system is your league no more, a call waste. Finally, they ended up there. You understand? It tells you, say, the moment you come on the radar and the investment become difficult. So right now, Zamalek, they no new boy, no. They no who's okay. Since all me paper so, our hondi weakness ni. But we were jubilating, say yanya draw, without looking at it. Okay, yanya draw. No, what do you need? Because when you draw no crano, that game never head the amount. What makes it difficult? You need to balance in defense and attack at the same time. They only need to create a balance to get a goal. So each form of goal, Emma would any goal draw will take you out. Any goal draw will keep them in. So you are in a difficult situation. And so now you have a share no ye, if you are no, to make teams psychologically balanced. It tells you how the level of say na your game no level ni wo. It's a game in shut down pager. So once the path was going on, some of us were not wishing for North Africa to a finals.
Dreams the coincidence.
No, it is the features, and it happened once in a while. That feature, if 204, Greece stopped the whole Europe when Greece was not even tipped to win that particular tournament. But from there, no one yet Ebetiako. So Dreams FC struggle against Zamalek and our home ground, where Jonas, this uncommon catch and say, Black Queens will lose because when you come from the dressing room, the wave will hit you. If you're not able to stand the wave, because throughout the qualifier, no, one young for 10, in for 20, and show all of a sudden one young for 30,000 on Babe show. You don't want to disappoint them. International who's wrong for no. In the process of things, I want to impress my people or prove to my people, then you lose. The same thing happens. So when you connect it, Obeka said they play under that crowd over there. That crowd was against you, but you don't speak the language. But here sometimes you can speak the language. Now Obia Kakasabia. Atia player no. Yabedu no. You saw Aziz, good player. But after first leg, secondly, they proved to me that he's an under 19 player in Zamalek who can develop very well. Sana game I evolve it too fast. If we don't get it, we will never get it.
Now, my member was say Dream says the baby on Meduno. Idea on value no dear Bekosu Kakra. Yenche other class Kotoko has. The coach Kiki, Nunama, that class is say young who Africa now because in the same day, Chimuno, no more dominate Africa.
Yeah, the reality is that the Kotoko has in the Blues stage we are. And Kenya team almost P said your dreams are struggle. Nico Tiagini of the fact that University says Zamalek, Alale, TP Mazembe, Orlando Pirates. They have seen it at the biggest stages, so-called biggest stages. Into a fat crowd, a ball, Oko Kaira. It has a stadium never thing. Dreams FC do. Yes, I am no.
No, cry, Maddy. A whole season, I am about
that is another thing. Now, beyond that, said the coach was arguing, and I'm assuming was arguing. Said, me baby the man anticipate everything at 3. The moment who said, a go draw piano, everything about Zamalek, I say, no, the idea. But 3 goals, no, and a year more. Is here 1 at a time, I deal with a 1 all. A bad dreams clubs be our pedigree to say dreams, and a Premier League, no, everything and do something, so we take it 10 to 20 years, and a beer on Bessan. Unfortunately, so what shall proud to so Mokwaku Roma at this stage now. The number of matches. Tama Korokone has an airborne. We bought about 3 matches. Sound would do stage. We will 1-2. We drew home. Beyond that, Yasaya Chim. Semi-final stages. No Korokone has not a sound that top. Confederations Cup and Sana A and B. And you have that top on Amushia as final street. You say a semi-final stages as a walkable. Zamalek. No continent, no say and the second best thing, whether you like it or not, Egypt.
Yeah, because if it's Cup Champions League 5, yes, confederation
will say a Juma Waye. Iti Adiaba dreams call on you know how. So he was telling you, say, more backgrounds are Ghana compared to Alalino, no more from. But interestingly, on share Ghana team, not a Yakitwa away league because a middle table team. Yeah, dreams. And the experience. Yeah, and experience. And they said your man can sit as MRP up strategy. After so much, you have to watch the video several times. You see, she can also come home, a play factor. Now I mean the shadow casting. You see, it got to a point. Player or Kokobo a calf Confederations Cup, no need passports. And so much is no bizarre passport. Or maybe you'll be there. Now feel a chum. So it is telling you. It says Zamalek as a club
for Africa.
But this shouldn't be money. These are administrative errors.
Yes.
Because once you register a player, you can't tell me say yeah coach cry and you send me player passport now every 10 years and every 5 years. It's when we just error. if you attribute this to money, because Mukramu want influencer where you can pick a phone and go to director of passport, I bet me a passport
so
the same day.
Inconsistencies no, I come into play. Say normally inexperienced as a club, normally a room. And not Zamalek ever be say who we are say how the Zamalek person. So it is telling you say you might no my you know. So happen a bit shower, but dreams better luck next time. And they say almost take Ghana and at least the coefficient number so kaka. Yeah, say we are next year no more ever console. Better up nafi. Ghana it's being slots.
Okay, another debutant to Super next is your head. So I'm going to call you head. Oh, selling this in you do much.
Definitely.
So much. Say, Kalela
matches. Aka 6 matches.
Yes.
And 6 matches are 18 points.
Some lose 3 matches.
That means 6 matches are 18 points. Why would they lose 3 matches?
And I would have on board draw for.
And national.
No, only home. Walusu just 1 game.
Yes.
So possibilities out of the 3. Obe Piki, another 2 win. That is it.
Nations
80. Nations back 2 away. And calculating supply the 7 from the 18 Akano. Aka 11. 11 Yamu 4. It's 1 draw, 1 win.
Okay. Well, my team made me who say can't say league no.
You dey mama ba league the Sentino and no yen results team now chewie e Ghana Premier League no mo results in the Asante Kotoko Asia Legon Cities mienu that match no nsem pii ne sie e bebe no so and afi Go Stars and so any Bechem United dey na end 1-1 no game no se course na afi but for quarter no another controversial penalty and also ibebe no so but for quarter no dreams and so ekoye 1-1 e wo ho and Olympics 3 fi ema mediama e be share ne ba ko a wono sanye de entimi antie na Heart of Lions so e wini against Instructor RTU omusu brebre mu a this time nya ba ko bi share na Kalela so eye ejuma ne simple edi ema Samate sanse omo e share eye national sikaba ko a omo entimi antie na ipese yen konkohwe club a ye fe no Dreams FC any bofo akwa game course na penalty na baaye no ekofa nsem bebre ba anti penalty ni nie ha penalty ni nie so nyane tiro no tiro penalty na be show ha anti penalty ni nie when I Dreams dey take
see you gu ye hwani mas pa hwe ball mo hwe ni ye kura wan ra 18-yard box mo ade on the outside box and if you grana enye ntwa ipa mienu challenge for ball ana coach me dey bia me na me nim emra ne say dey wo call referee school account coaching one hwe ball we pa no there was nothing like a contact onu mum de the nine efa ball no the onu de the nine ko ball the wafa ball no mum no ye ji penalty
so the eye was on the ball. Before player no.
Yes.
And was not eye player no. Or no or ball no. So I don't see why they should be
good
a penalty.
So what's your penalty we are? One way or the other. What are you sending or what signal are you sending to the corporate world? Image ban added to your league no.
But for consider about home.
Image.
It doesn't matter. They're about home and away, but
any whole life penalty way there, indeed. But who penalties in your Ghana Premier League? But it's the poorest among them all. Okay? Wow. Who should TV ni pa? What who say? Bono. But for player. The 9 kasa crunch never be a Dreams FC.
Player no.
And even beyond that, a sign one go area next you.
Yeah.
And say nye 18 grano.
Now what I say? Jina so I say. So
the closer should be on the line.
Yes.
And then inside the line.
Simple what you be say
free kick, yes.
Now with me, but I come here and say your referees be or your league anymore. I'm them rather show myself. Or about matcha. When you move Bobby D, by any anymore. As or about matcha. You see, a Juma be a dear sanko for na do moko.
This is a reference no more men fin yes.
And indeed,
my charging
and indeed, too bad, too sad. Say, Yenianka say league. Na onwa ketu kreko only team new. na omo preach say
but say ni team or smart referee say ungugu ni won ma ase come on as a professional referee
if we continue to do this
but what if the referee is not good and that's why I buy
referee etigala had it as a referee dey be when you good
that be said
but for God's sake, this is the team that belongs to the president of
no,
the Football Association.
No, he's not. But the referee, you have to say referee in your good.
Yeah.
On your good. The referee in your good. On your good.
For this very referee no. Yeah, we did match Sakesi to the extent by in category A match.
Did you go for Gideon Kofi so no you can't talk notice Daniel Ayimwa no
Daniel Ayimwa so for no say Ogana Maso no referee
okay but another penalty Asante Kotoko against Legon City na how much no who share okay and Tianuni
Tiani Kotoko na then you decide say be share yellow but say first just say blue Kotoko there
for say colors of this is on put you on was
and after the game no so Pakwesi and call for smart conference
yes and I feel that the coach is need be here no says soon me new coach
but Kotoko coach no Prosper Ogum Wayedi has coach no Wayedi and Pakwesi
so on club oh yes oh obi to say Pep Guardiola oh obi to say Carlo Ancelotti and for one team on Beshelo no. A mandatory. Say so. You say on once the moves of Manchester United assistant coach. Even that no Manchester coach in the area. It's there so free. They could receive medical treatment.
Is it from the coaches or it's from those who are managing the affairs? Because we sit here under certain authority. Yes. Because SYZ as a policy, as a mission, a core value, why we're invited here. Yeah, Basu, Yansha, Atadebia Keke, and I saw that for Atadi, and I have an Yedidia for them. Because the station as a policy. So through the policy, though, there's a head, through Roger, no more invite here. If one or two coaches are here, and the league belongs to an organization. That means the organization is encouraging it because either we're done for coach B, IAB. If you can't punish anybody.
Maybe your opportunity besides as a way. Besides every penny, we will say, I'm Rabbi anywhere, check it, say.
So they are not wrong.
They charging Pakwesi. In the sense that some charging Pakwesi.
Someone go crowd.
Obianko, Prosper Ogu.
They are two different things.
Any house there, no assistant coach. Product to Jai, non assistant coach.
Oko.
What you say?
So the rules are free. Yes. That the assistant can go and show.
If it's a guess, I'm running show.
That
you see a person organizing league. If free attractive to a corporate world. You see, a Guardiola presence. Every move you have an advert cost one. Oh yes, oh it is that.
Yeah.
Oh man news there, oh man.
And I feel that when you know, if you know, and I know Omone to be more meeting you on Monday almost one and I feel that the sound of foreigners start here, Juma. The demonstration on says, I am getting to your mention as well. Bad referee. Two, Oma, a coach is the only beer no pay or Paul matcher. On pre-match and a post-match or pa no move be a quarter. You will be great player and a quarter. I say, you answer questions. Yeah, he's a coach and answer questions. A comparison, the attractiveness of our league. A dwindle de bia, a buffum de bia. It's you the league, look at just a Ghana league. Or Ghana league no crossing it. No one can some share said the sequel. Coach in my press conference will be a the open. A bad day, what you made that Yana showing from the bigger picture. Yes, Sika home, I organizing league. Clubs in Twin Africa, all because of Sika, because playing back over front background, it's me a top players, man. Yes. So what you say? What the American say? In this case, Sanya Mana, a Kosono, a Kahona may league, no, Yana de be a standard of play number from, but beyond that, Yeah, no actually. So you see packaging no brand I showed it outside world. And what am I tasting? Okay.
And what? One so say a young man atum baby obi an obetimi afre na onso odi wagin kira bobo say no me celebrate go screen so bomodi obefre na baby a wo bia na nsema hodo a yedi atudwa nyina no na odi wagin kire ababoboaye ewo jimeden so coach yenhwe yenwremu na yenhwe match say PM results no especially who say ye kan na besi two big clubs no Otokoni has hwe position na omoda ase omu mienu wo mu league omu bo they say some test by league in the results a team na performance clubs ni be adana this over.
Yeah, I think so far so good. The young clubs or the new clubs are trying to do something right. And this is decentralization about first omuto we are not with the saying now. But you say when you find a player like Razam Sissim. Our nations, one of the best defenders I've seen. That defender, not disrespecting nations, but a player, somebody, so our top clubs, all of them, Ivan Sosewusu, or Samates. So, your teacher players, but gone are the days, the two pick, and we give the rest to the other ones. But right now, all of us are picking. So, the other man bet me are picking correct one, how you do your infrastructure and how you do your things. Then I'm going to first of all do big things about national team. Society say all the junior teams, top players, players too quiet. So I think say a lot of factors, multiple factors are you better identify. One of them is how the club is being run, transfer policies, how you scout players into the team, who scouting players there, how you manage the behavior of the players. Send a players in better team now here. When you go to a big club.
Coach Masaba so why? Good afternoon, Odini baby Agasa free.
Hello, Mpacho me kasa free sunyai.
Mpacho Odi.
Your friend Michael in Yamiche.
Okay, Mpacho Michael, yet you, Yanko.
Mpacho Wofa, Mr. and them who Casamania Japan, Grecica, ya friend for a farm. Na Russia, the family, and the Botumama team in Abo draw. And now, since the day I'm in a boy, Russian can woo no because of your year, will be a woman you free back. It's a ceremony, I will crack on a mayor win and none, because no neighbor for quite win. I will call them out of one more freaky channel. Make it so. Rapidly be I am Masaban, be a ceremony, one cack in my near rear, your bedroom. As I'm a read.
Yet I say, do me dear, and your view. And your body, I see. And your hair, okay, Diana, Babu Diababa. Oh, Babu Diasa, and the other to more players to come to both players in India. Good afternoon, in the free.
Good afternoon. The virtual made the poor Macatherine from our people.
Okay, Paul, but it's you.
The virtual. I'm in here with you for not a food now again.
I'm with you.
Okay. One, you live in a one organ has him. Hello.
But it's you.
I live in a one organ has him, the partial Kotoko. Or what's the case in the organ has him? Last 2-3 years, as I say, 2022, they say, you are half and a Kotoko for the panic. And Tilly organ has. And saying Kotoko,
as I said, so by so much me afraid. Na osuaba you say house in na say because this has a kotoko one and see house in we be wo ho uko baby
ya uko England Spain money at the start
but but the first two big clubs now
Nottingham Forest not a big team and then Arsenal not a big team to Liverpool but call relegation. So, like I say, our big teams here, we can go. We can go into history. Not that Forest, we're Champions League down. And America, the first say our big team. No.
Odin, maybe I get free.
I am friend Charles.
Okay. Okay, Charles, it's you.
I tambo for I. Pacho, that was it. We could see in Copa and that's the level of Copa.
Na ede na sunya do timi befi
o se
ede na won kokko ntia won befi sunya ne se wa befi
wa was that you with the meaning they won't go for now. Yeah, we don't go United. Masa, then the papa. I say the European ball, to be a penalty way, what the penalty way, rather what the man and in Ezra.
Say, David, oh, radio, so where the be I am is why? And what about down in Israel? Eh, and your team pony.
But it's any time. There's European football. And you did not secretary in Kenya. What they are here. Then you are here. You would be better way we see better than your sponsorship.
Okay. You, I mean, that's right. Pension, Nasera Wakuma Siabano. Why? Pension, not a European football, somewhere like in Makai, Bashir Fort. Bashir Fort say Ghana League, near me a question. A look account in a Ghana for Nasoria. No more European football. I will say Bashir for the video now already. I'm fantoso. Near Omni Betemina or Fakunya, Quatina Park no sono. I am fantoso. Next call, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, didn't be your free.
Hello.
Good didn't be your free. Okay. I'm so on T and can also bet me a friend, no mess no, and I was screen until you bet me a friend after also. Yes, Bashir Ford last week, Heart of Lion, any Bechem United, and or see baby I know what you know. Bechem United fans, you know, except say Mushi June so the good see. Only option, there say so called park this, no Okofako, Yakotera park this. Hansi picture no video no, and I was close to Bashir Ford no. Good afternoon, this is your free.
Ofata ne me kase fisuane.
Okay, ofata yeti ofa.
Nya moka no on. Ewo musa. Na so oje small teams ne wa no. The person ya sebe ya me ya dum. Na wite ma eyinimu. So ego wan se avanze ta love is ya ma ya sam yensemebu. Yentumi nya won hwe bio o ko yesisi so yesi abanim ndi o mo hwe bibi yen o pa
na okay o dey that say na say intro so nya ni station o no dey say body park so enti o bo na wini a we wini enti no mo bibi a mo ni management nka right mo ni management ka na bibi afa coach o dey we coach ade abashe for that year no wa ba be ka ne buso asem then you make course to trust them e dey ne beba pa coach e be fi ni tunnel na obefa kunya dey akosi park so akotena park no.
I think say na me share picture me say
who's coach who say dream
because send your bench need to know. So it tells you that the bench is not of certain standard. Until an allegation here correct. Yeah. But say of certain standard, so crime make you so chantro.
Don't do it.
You understand?
Inner perimeters anymore.
Because you are supposed to be in a tunnel, but sometimes you're too quiet and this is crane Kumasi. That one I can tell you for a fact. Say some of the bench will transfer.
But I say supporters now the first no more years, sir.
Hey, what a hostile. The truth is that they were hostile on that day. Now, never panic. He said. Be a dream. Yes, sure. Say, no soccer can one day.
Anything can happen. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, encourage you say you're here and supporters now. All them rush on some. I will in league centers. I dare answer some for a month to call you. What a one team need both home match or making sure so by castrating your mouth one in England. Team need to choir. What if you? It is hardly a course, no, and yet those are much I be Jim for no. I was animal. But me feel say supporters in Tias is a football, no, maybe I'm pepper so I don't know. We are near me here with you winning. The same on himself, you married town, I call conservative division 2. Ever cheap, you married channel 4 or a Spanish cup. Yeah. Ruben Kazan, ever cheap, Barcelona channel, our Champions League war. Camp Nou. But to be a nyefe, to be a nyedede. Ana, yes, by Leverkusen, and Sana no Kochi Roman channel 2-0. Europe ye do pepper so as ye pese ye ni Europe omo born na ye Friday bi e TV ho no na saa ne ma ni bi ho omo make conscious effort say ye be jai saa de no supporters ni twa saa ne ma no so mia bebre ekoso what you say if you correct me coach tactics a omo
supporters correct me pam coach when you na say example say has coach
coach
has you bring up for buy Kotoko coach say enu say
ibi prosper enyo pem so pa intervention
me see prosper say we dey win case ni nyina eduabo nyina be mu yes coach no ye ni na the same management na na amposa ye na ekofa ne bae e na wo bae na amposa mo ko wo de wo ko asan ba say wo bae e de ma wo nsosidi
Sani mano.
Nti do ofiso mu ni ntem enti o ka kire o say
how they well then I don't know how to say. Obeka say how will you stop you from not succeeding?
Say you frustrate you.
How?
Supporters be back training down call
because when a team is not performing, supporters start booing. When you start performing, the same supporters are supporting. It's as simple as that. You understand? And sometimes when you overshow supporters, and it's our troubles with Braille.
Okay.
Especially, I had a team about fake friendly matches. They become fake a lower side friendly matches. But Emma who raise the team no, to a certain level. Okay. When the reality setting, the supporters that cannot draw the line. Okay. They can't draw the line.
Na ya sore sakonyame ya doma da se ne ye besa na we hia na fi ye ne wadi nkomo ewo dwumede no so coach Vincent Abio obaye muhu bibia akos kama na fi na nafu so apia ono so eboboaye mashu no bibia ekoso kama crew ni nyina etechiri ema bibia ekoso happy birthday kese eko e de ama Ebenezer Eshen Yanke wo University of Ghana we F Francis nche wasi ene eye o birthday happy birthday kese na ye di mawo midin e di Roger Emmanuel from the sports monarch ye de masi yami aduma that's ne ebesa no we ya crowd bye bye